I want to tell you my sad story that happened to me quite recently. Probably, almost everyone knows that getting acquainted on the internet is quite dangerous, but who can resist it? So, I also could not resist, although in vain. My dating story started as usual, like everyone else. My friends all fall in love, meet, even some have already married, and I am lonely. To be honest, I am not deprived of the attention of men. I just haven't met the one yet. Of course, this is not a problem for a 19-year-old girl, but you still want to find a loved one who will protect and take care of you. So, let's move on to the story. My friend found her betrothed with the help of a dating site and advised me to find my happiness there. I agreed, and that same evening I created a page on this site. They wrote different, but most of the inadequate perverts. After a while I wrote he, the one I really liked. I literally fell in love with him. We corresponded for a week and then decided to meet. The first meeting went well. I will not focus on it. The second meeting seemed like hell to me. I will write you more about it. The second meeting took place outside the city, in the private house of a friend of Igor. Igor is my betrothed. He invited me to his friend's birthday party. I agreed, with only one condition, that I would take a friend with me just in case. I just felt like an accident happened. In general, Igor and one other guy picked me and my girlfriend up, and we hit the road. It was pleasant. We talked, laughed, and joked. We got there quickly. When we arrived, my friend and I were a little scared, since there were no girls there. I started saying excuses to leave. I said that the apartment was flooded and my friend and I had to leave. He said that they would sort it out without you and that my friend and I would stay, since the party was just beginning. I took Igor aside to talk to him about why there are no other girls here and that it scares us and we want to go home. He immediately began to calm me down, in general, to broadcast smoodles on my ears. I am a trusting person, so I calmed down and started to rest, but my friend Anya said that I was a fool and we had to get out of here. Unfortunately, I started telling her that the other girls would be coming soon and everything would be fine. Anya is studying to be an investigator, so she was always alert to danger, and for good reason. We were celebrating DR. It was already 10 o'clock in the evening and my friend and I wanted to go home already. I started asking Igor to take us. He said that he had drunk and would not go anywhere and said that we would stay here until the next day. I didn't want to and started calling a taxi. Then the guys ran up and started grabbing us. Igor took the phone and hit me in the face. I burst into tears and tried to escape, to which he told me that I was a dynamo and would not just leave here. After that moment, he became very scared for himself and for his girlfriend. We were locked in some closet, and as I understood, we went to the pharmacy for condoms. Then Anya took out an ancient phone from the inner pocket of her jacket and tried to call the police, but nothing happened, because she did not catch the network. In general, when they came, they forced us to undress. Anya began to carry out their order. Anna fainted from fear. When I woke up, I was in the room with this freak. He was groping me, kissing me, wringing his hands so that I wouldn't push him away. He tried to pull off my jeans, but I kicked so hard that he barely managed to do it. I begged him not to do it. I even threatened that they would all be put in jail, to which he replied that he would be punished, but I would go in a circle and beg him to kill me. After such words, I started sobbing so much that he was shocked. He started yelling at me and hitting me to shut up, Otherwise, he would kill me. I was in shock, so I couldn't say a word. He raped me and went into another room to a friend. The same thing happened there. She took a vase and hit him on the head. After that, I heard a knock and tried to open the door. I didn't succeed. Then I heard that someone was opening it. I was scared and stepped aside, but I was lucky it was a friend. We had no choice how to get away from there. There was literally 1 minute to make decisions and make an escape. We jumped out of the windows without hesitation. Fortunately, there was a tree there, and we were not injured. Then the continuation began. The fence was high, and we started climbing it. When we climbed the fence, these freaks were already conscious and began to catch up with us. We quickly climbed over and ran, not even looking back at them, because we were afraid that they would catch up with us. Anya and I ran to the first house we came across and told the whole story to these kind people. They called the police and arrested them, and we were sent home. I am grateful to God that everything ended well and we are alive. You can imagine what a horror we have experienced. It seems to me that nothing is scary after this. I wrote this story in order to speak out and warn about possible danger.